good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to the news update and headlines of today, Wednesday, 4th of January, Wednesday, 4th of February 2026. The US military shot down an unarmed Iranian drone after it aggressively approached the US Navy aircraft carrier with intent. A U.S. Central Command spokesman told Fox News U.S. Abraham Lincoln CVN-72 was transiting to Arabian Sea approximately 500 miles from Iranian southern coast when an Iranian Shahed-139 drones unnecessarily maneuvered toward the ship, the spokesman added. Fox News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. Thousands of Epstein Files taken down after victims identified. News update. News update and headlines. The U.S. Department of Justice has dumped more than 3 million pages, 200 video and 1,800 image newly released material trying to place Epstein under pressure from Congress to finally open the room. News update and headlines. The release of millions of documents on Jeffrey Epstein case has not resulted in arrest of any of the people mentioned in the file. BBC News. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. There are plans for early diagnosing and further treatment in England, but experts worry about lack of staff. 3/4 will survive cancer in England by 2035. Government promises. BBC News. There is no suggestion that appearing in the document implies any wrongdoing, which many have already denied. BBC News. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez says the move will protect children from the digital web. Spain announces plan to ban social media for under 16. BBC News. The government will set aside 10 million, 14 million a year to help families and young people under 24 access cancer treatment. BBC News. News update. Taylor Joy and her husband Mark Reid were staying at the London property on 3rd of February 2023. Bulgaria who targeted actress Anya Taylor Joy's bedroom jail. BBC News. What is going on with Eastern London of Saudi Arabia? The Portugal captain was not in Al Nassr's squad for Monday Saudi Pro League game against Al Hilal. BBC News. News update. Chaperone says revealing Grammy outfit wasn't that out to great job. The star drew attention for her breast-bearing chiffon model dress at Sunday ceremony. BBC News. U.S. military
spokesman said the drone was shot down while approaching an American vessel in the Arabian Sea. The Iranian drone shot down by US military. BBC News. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor moved out of Royal Road home. The former prince left Monday night and is living in a temporary property on Sandringham Estate. BBC News update and headlines. Update and headlines. News update and headlines. Headlines. Hermoticis geographical R.I.P is taking out of detail. News update. Cashback Indian profit outlook range on demand. Talks are going between Iran and United States. Euro area firming January consumer prices rise 7%. News update. Headlines. News update and headlines. Now talking about women empowerment. Let's listen to balancing work and personal life.
Not who would give you favor as a woman, but who can understand that you have other responsibilities which your male counterparts may not have. So I think, again, just continue giving your best as a woman and just make sure that you have the right support environment.
News update and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. Police investigate Mandelson over Epstein crane. Spain headlines. Andrew moves out of Windsor's Royal Lodge. Thousands of Epstein documents taken down after victims identified. News update and headlines. US says shot down Iranian drone flying toward the aircraft carrier. Saif Islam Gaddafi, son of ex-Libyan leader, reportedly shot and dead in Libya. Yesterday, Saif Islam, the son of ex-leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, reportedly shot and died yesterday in Libya, killed by four unidentified men. Colombian President Gustavo Petro said Tuesday in Tuesday's meeting with his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump ended with an optimistic and positive feeling after the two leaders previously had odds so. Puff Trump said.
Does that mean a ransom has come in? We're following all leads we have. That's all I can tell you. We've got hundreds of leads.
Investigation comparing timeline of Gutierrez news update. Officials ask Republic to help find Gutierrez submit new leads. Iran has tentatively agreed to resume nuclear talks with the US as it tries to avert the threat of further military strike in what would be the first such negotiation since the Trump administration bombed three of Iranian nuclear sites last summer. The discussions are expected to be held in Oman. Investigators comparing timeline of Guterres' disappearance. A federal judge appears likely to side with Mark Kerry in the Democrat.
Don't want to get into narrowing down the time, because narrowing it down means we could miss some tips and leads.
Authorities still have no suspect in Guterres' disappearance. Authorities still has no suspect in Guterres' disappearance. More than 48 hours after Nancy Guterres was reportedly missing from her Arizona home.
Obtaining cell tower information, conducting interviews, the FBI is doing everything in our power to bring Nancy Guthrie home. Officials.
Nancy Guthrie, who is 84 years old, female, searching continue for missing mother of NBC's Savannah Guthrie. Josh D'Amaro, who chairs Disney's hugely successful Parks Divisors, will succeed Bob Iger as the Walt Disney Company next chief executive next month. Search continue for mother of NBC Savannah.
Work hard to do that. To plead and urge the public to submit any kind of video or tips or photos, anything that they come across that might explain and fill in the gaps as to what happened to Nancy Guthrie here in this neighborhood in Tucson.
Officials ask public to help finding Nancy Guthrie. Trump doubled down on Republican nationalizing election. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News updates and headlines on this Wednesday. President Donald Trump.
These are agents of the federal government to count the votes. If they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take over.
Member of the Gang 8 on Tuesday reviewed a classified whistleblower complaint alleging wrongdoing by Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard. Sources say the details of the allegation are not publicly known, but the content are highly classified. Trump doubled down on Republican nationalizing election.
It is a legal matter, it's wrong. Now, can the president, as the president, do things that we're not anticipating now? Well, he's got a track record of doing that. And his rhetoric has been pretty plain about this. For years and years, it has been an article of faith of conservatives and Republicans that power should come from the states up to the federal government. Many of the members of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House right now advocated that for all their careers, and all of a sudden that's being turned upside down.
News update and headlines. Colombian President Gustavo Petro said Tuesday's meeting with his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump ended with an optimism and positive feeling. After the two leaders previously at odds saw a new path. Trump said he got along very well with the Colombian president during their meeting at the White House. News update and headlines. President Trump claimed that a state is an agent for the federal government in elections. As he defended, he calls for Republicans to nationalize future elections. Trump signed funding bill to end government shutdown.
And mandated. The American people want to see judicial warrants before ICE or DHS officers can storm homes.
House Speaker
Trump signs funding bill to end government shutdown.
the House.
News update and headlines. News update and headlines. A federal judge appears likely to side with Mark Kelly in the Democrat senator's case, alleging the Pentagon is violating his First Amendment right through its effort to punish him over his urging of U.S. service members to refuse illegal order. U.S. immigration crackdown. Rene Goodman brother emotion testimony on Capitol Hill.
Is complicated by feelings of disbelief, distress, and desperation for change. Is it a bad day or a rough week or isolated incidents? Encounters with federal agents are changing the community and changing many lives, including ours, forever.
News update. Lene Goody's brother give emotional testimony on Capitol Hill. U.S. immigration crackdown. News update and headline. PepsiCo, the maker of popular brands like Doritos, Lay's, and Cheetos, is slashing the price of its snacks by 15% in response to customer complaints that they have become too expensive. News update and headlines. In this video, we tag the many products. You can click and check on those products in this video which are tagged in. They are watches, beautiful watches for men and women. They are bags for women. They are LG fridge. They are Samsung Galaxy smartphones. They are Google smartphones. So you can check on all those products tagged in this video while you are watching. News updates and headlines. Russia-Ukraine peace talk to begin in Abu Dhabi. Trump meet Colombian president. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines on Wednesday, 4th of February 2024. News updates and headlines. Giovanni Infantino, president of FIFA.
Dans le sauvetage de vie, dans le sauvetage de milliers de vies. Et pour moi, il n'y a rien de plus important que de mettre fin aux tueries et à ce genre de souffrance. Killings and stopping this kind of sufferance. Si le prix lors du tirage au sort du Mondial 2026, expliquant ce geste, le président de la FIFA envisage la fin de l'interdiction imposée à la Russie. Dans le passé, je n'ai jamais entendu parler de cela. Je n'ai jamais entendu dire qu'il fallait boycotter les relations commerciales ou qu'il fallait boycotter les relations politiques ou diplomatiques. Alors pourquoi le football? Pourquoi le football? Nous sommes en fait, par définition, à l'opposé de tout ce qui est boycott. Nous devons nous unir, rassembler les gens et Dieu merci, vous savez, la grande majorité, je veux dire, ces 500 millions de personnes veulent venir à la Coupe du Monde. Elles pensent différemment et elles veulent simplement venir.
profiter et passer du temps ensemble. And enjoy and spend time with each other. Ça sonne comme un lot de consolation pour Trump, qui n'a pas réussi à convaincre le jury du prix Nobel de la paix il y a quelques mois.
FIFA President Infantino saying that there are plans to remove the bans on to participate again in competition of FIFA people and burn their homes down. News updates and headlines. News update and headlines. President of Afrimex.
Les bénéfices non distribués issus du réinvestissement.
News updates and headlines. News update and headlines. News updates and headlines. Headlines. Soybeans under pressure as Emperor Global Supplies sold outlook. South Africa coalition partner head confirms he will step down. News update headlines. Infineon look to AI for growth as auto demand Trump drags on. News update and headlines. News updates and headlines. Government to unveil new cancer strategy in UK. Government to unveil new cancer strategy in United Kingdom. News updates and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. A federal judge restricted federal officer from using tear gas on protesters outside the ICE facility in Portland after agents deployed gas at demonstrators. Fox News. News update. New York and New Jersey are suing the Trump administration after accusing the Fed of irregular withholding $16 billion in funding for the Gateway Project. Fox News. News updates and headlines. A 12-year-old girl walked away without major injuries after falling from a ski charfist at Mammoth Mount Resort in California. The dramatic rescue attempt was caught on video. Fox News. News update. Michigan resident Ryan Kennedy filed a $100 million lawsuit against DK Metcalf, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Ford Field over allegedly security during a 21 December altercation. Fox News. News update. The White House approved the Medal of Honor for fallen Army Staff Sergeant Michael Orris, who died heroically shielding an allied soldier in Afghanistan suicide bombing. Fox News. News update. Lawmakers are demanding answer from future farmers of America over Chinese Communist Party-controlled Syngenta partnership cities serious national security concern. Fox News. Utah man accused of killing Charlie Kirk, faces hearing as defense seeks to remove prosecutor due to alleged conflict of interest involving witness. Fox News. News updates and headlines. Republicans, including Republican Thomas Massie and Lauren Boebert, opposed a $1.2 trillion spending bill on Tuesday, citing concern over election integrity and DHS funding. Fox News. News update and headlines. The Pima County Sheriff's Department confirmed awareness of ransom note in the disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy, who is 84 years old, who vanished from her Tucson, Arizona home on last Saturday. News update and headlines. News updates and headlines. We are viewing all the news circulating over different platforms and social medias on this Wednesday, 4th of February 2026. Saif al-Islam killed in Libya.
Pourtant est signalé, une protection renforcée lui avait été proposée, mais il l'aurait refusée. Tant présenté comme le successeur potentiel de son père avant la chute du régime en 2011, Saif al-Islam s'était construit une image de réformateur, une image qui s'était effondrée lorsqu'il avait laissé les insurgés de bains de sang au début de la révolte. Arrêté en 2011, condamné à mort puis amnistié, il avait tenté un retour politique en 2021 en se portant candidat à l'élection présidentielle finalement annulée.
Saif al-Islam, the son of ex-leader Gaddafi, killed yesterday in Libya. Four the man entered his home and shut him down. The four men are not yet identified. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News update. Ukraine. Zelensky exhorte ses alliés occidentaux à renforcer. Zelensky.
De matériel de défense aérienne. Les pourparlers entre la Russie et l'Ukraine sont prévus mercredi et jeudi à Abu Dhabi, à la médiation des États-Unis.
Le gouvernement espagnol va interdire l'accès aux réseaux sociaux aux moins de 16 ans. News updates and headlines.
Are exposed to a space they were never meant alone. A space of addiction, abuse, pornography, manipulation, violence. We will no longer accept that.
Pedro Sanchez, president of Spain, talking about removing access to children.
Tal vez fuese un poco fuerte, tal vez sería bueno algunas restricciones para los menores, pero prohibirlos como tal me parece una medida un poco fuerte. Hubiera sido mejor algún tipo de restricción, no de frente prohibir que hasta los 16 años no puedan tener redes sociales.
A mí me parece bien, creo que no están formados y creo que es una buena medida.
Cette annonce par l'Australie en décembre de la première interdiction au monde d'utiliser les réseaux sociaux pour les enfants de moins de 16 ans. D'autres pays européens envisagent également des mesures similaires, notamment le Royaume-Uni et la France.
News update and headlines. Les États-Unis affirment avoir abattu un drone iranien qui approchait le décès porte-avions américain Ahmed Dalabi. News and headlines. News updates and headlines.
Les artistes de faire les choses.
News updates and headlines. Top news: Iran wants U.S. stock moved to Oman limited to nuclear fire. Top news: Iran wants U.S. stock moved to Oman limited to nuclear fires. Tehran is resisting U.S. pressure to include news updates and headlines. Beasley agrees to Zurich's Sweden's $8 billion takeover bid. News updates and headlines. 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 Now let's review some of the news in sports. Basketball, Blizzard Portland 125 to 130. News update and headlines. Classico of France, Paris Saint-Germain will be playing against Olympique de Marseille. Olympique de Marseille, the team which is eliminated in almost all competitions, will newly released photo appear to show Prince Andrew, Epstein Files.
To remember the victims. The King Mountbatten Windsor of his royal titles in October and began the process to evict from the royal estate at Windsor. Now, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has urged Mountbatten Windsor to testify before the US Congress. Meanwhile, the former prince's ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, is back in the headlines for her links to Epstein. The latest files revealing emails she sent to Epstein after he was found guilty of soliciting a minor for prostitution in 2008, including one where she thanked him for being the brother I've always wished for. And in January 2010, she wrote, "You are a legend. I really don't have the words to describe my love, gratitude for your generosity and kindness. Kiss, kiss. I'm at your service. Just marry me."
Epstein Files reveal email from Sarah Ferguson to "You have disappeared. I did not even know."
Or ambassador to
News updates and headlines. News headlines. 8 years after Nancy Gutierrez was reportedly missing from her Arizona home, investigators are looking for and asking the public for leads. Officials said Tuesday in news conference about the missing 84-year-old mother of today, Anchor's Savannah Gutierrez. News update and headlines. Mandelson to resign from House of Lords amid controversy. Person has any record of recollection of receiving payment in 2003 and 2004. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. Epstein victims complain about inadequate reduction. Epstein victims complain about inadequate reductions. News updates and headlines. 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 News update: USA shut down Iranian drone flying toward aircraft carrier. Saif al-Islam Gaddafi's son, ex-Libyan leader, reportedly shot dead. Spain announced plan to ban social media for under 16. News updates and headlines. Thousands of Epstein documents taken down after victims identified. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News headlines. News updates and headlines. Now let's talk about sport. Golo Kante could join Fenerbahce. Golo Kante, French midfielder who was now playing in Saudi Arabia, could join Fenerbahce in Turkey. Football result: Coupe de France, Reims 3-0 Romance. Result of last night. Result. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News update on this Thursday, 4th of February 2026. News updates. Let's see some news update in sport. Atletico de Madrid is responsible for an 7-2 of La Liga entire January transfer business. La Liga club in January window has spent 75 million. Atletico de Madrid in January transfer has spent 54 millions. News update. We are now talking about update in sport. Seeing some update in sport. Joan Laporta, president of FC Barcelona, said the Real Madrid players are getting used to diving inside the penalty area. They are favoring the club has a television channel dedicated to explain things out of place. News update. Now we are talking about sport. Kylian Mbappe has scored 12 to 13 penalty he has taken this season, report Marca. News update. Now we are in sport update. At Emirates Stadium this season, 19 match played, 15 wins, 3 draw, 1 defeat versus Manchester United. News update. Breaking, Ryan Cherki has suffered a knock against Tottenham and will be out versus Newcastle today in Carabao Cup, confirms Pep Guardiola. Jose Mourinho's Benfica haven't lost a single game in Portuguese league this season so far. 16 games played, 0 game lost for Jose Mourinho and Benfica in Portugal league. Marcus Rashford does not want to return to Manchester United. When his loan deal at Barca expires for England forward is prepared to take a pay cut to stay in Spain, report The Mirror. News update and headlines. Antonio Rudiger is comfortable for the first time in months. He is to make his return, report Diallo Sport. Antonio Rudiger ready to back in Real Madrid. Michael Arteta last night in interview, he said, "We worked so hard every day to be very close to achieve major trophies and we are close to one." Michael Arteta, coach of Arsenal. Official Ademola Lookman, 20 years old, will wear the number 22 shirt at Atletico de Madrid. Ademola Lookman. Copa del Rey, FC Hans Flick, the coach of FC Barcelona, said, "Copa del Rey finals, Champions League top 8, first in La Liga, we can see reaching our goals." News update and headlines. Karim Benzema said Al Hilal is Real Madrid in Asia. News update. Announced players, nominated player for the trophy of Player of Match Week Day 24. In those nominated players, there is Casemiro, Habib Diallo, Igor Ekitike, Ronnie Madueke, Joao Pedro, Xavi Simeone, and Dominic Solanke for Tottenham. News updates and headlines. Marcus Rashford has reached double figure in both goal and assist for the second time in club career. First time he did it at 21 years old, scored 21 goals and 12 assists. In 2026, 10 goals and 10 assists. He is playing for FC Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, FC Barcelona player, has scored more goals than Maradona for FC Barcelona. Lamine Yamal has now 39 goals, while Diego Maradona scored 38 goals for FC Barcelona. Declan Rice, player for Arsenal, "We have to give credit to Chelsea since the new manager arrived. They have been incredible." News update. We are talking about sport right now. Wesley Fofana, defender of Chelsea, in tears at the Emirates after Arsenal scored the red to secure the spot in Carabao Cup final. Chelsea haven't beaten Arsenal in 5 years. Their last win came back in August 2021. News update. Official Arsenal will face the winner of Manchester City vs Newcastle in Carabao Cup final. Kai Havertz, player of Arsenal, pointed to Arsenal badge after knocking out Chelsea out of the Carabao Cup. News update. News updates around the world. We are on sport now. Lamine Yamal has scored in his last 7 games against Albacete, Elche, Copenhagen, Real Oviedo, Real Sociedad, and Racing Santander. Lamine Yamal, player of FC Barcelona. Youssef El Nassir joins Al-Ittihad. Despite Fenerbahce's statement and FIFA rejection, the two clubs received the green light to the document. Youssef El Nassiri and N'Golo Kante joined Fenerbahce. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. Melania Trump makes history as first sitting First Lady to produce her own film, offering unprecedented access to return to the White House. Fox News. News update and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. We are going to see about news update in sport, result of last night, and upcoming matches in different sports. We are in minutes of sport right now. We are going to review about sport, review about the results and upcoming matches and news going on in world of sports. News update. Olympique de Marseille last night won in Coupe de France. Olympique de Marseille, club in France Ligue 1, won in Coupe de France last night. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. Now we are talking about sport news. Olympique de Marseille win 3-0 over Rennes in Coupe de France. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Vraiment pour les supporters, déjà de une, mais aussi pour tout le club. Je pense notamment au coach, à son staff, à tout le monde.
News update. The first goal of Marseille was scored by Lamine Guiri. First goal of Marseille was Lamine Guiri. Lamine Guiri.
Le meilleur match qu'on sera acheté. On sait que la Coupe de France, ça nous tient à cœur. Aujourd'hui, on a fait un match complet. On a mis 3 buts. On n'a pas pris de but. On a emmené les supporters avec nous et c'est le principal.
Lamine Guiri, the striker of Olympique de Marseille, who scored the first goal for Marseille. The second goal of Marseille was scored by Mason Greenwood, coach of...
Un po' di continuità, di
J'espère qu'on trouvera un petit peu de continuité et de régularité.
The coach of Marcel Roberto De Zerbi. Other result, Lens won 3-0 against Lens. Today, Gloria will be playing against FC Nice Montpellier. Result in NBA, Indiana 122-131, Utah, Washington 101-132, New York. Basketball NBA result, Brooklyn 109-125, LA Lakers, Miami 115-127, Atlanta. Result in NBA, Dallas 100, Boston 110, Milwaukee 131-115, Chicago, Oklahoma City 128-92, Orlando. We are viewing the result in NBA, Golden State 94-113, Philadelphia, Portland 123-130, Phoenix. Those are the results of last night NBA. Jaden had 36, became MVP 2018. Murder. Jill Biden's ex-husband charged with Jill Biden's ex-husband charged with murder.
Not sure.
News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. Challenge faced as a woman. Challenge the leadership who inspired. Talking about woman leadership and inspirations.
For a French-speaking country, he doesn't know how to speak French or the local language, but he went there and he succeeded, and I saw it happen. So it's not like me reading a book or watching a person on TV. This was my reality, and he's a person I look up to. That want to play a role in the dominated sector is that you can do it. You are just as intelligent, if not intelligent. So you apply yourself, be diligent, be consistent, apply multiple times. Now, there's research that states that for every 100 application you make, only 5 of it can come back to you. So do not deter. Even if they reject you, continue to put in the application, get the best result you can get, and apply to say yes.
Those updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines. Warning over security lapse at UK prisons. Warning over security lapse at the UK prison security system not being repaired. Prison security systems in UK not being repaired. So while watching, remember to look on those tagged products in this video. There are many wonderful products tagged like bags for women, watches for women and men. There are Samsung Galaxy smartphones. There are Google Pixel smartphones. Yes, there are many good products tagged in this video. There are LG fridges. You can look on those products and you may like one or many. News updates around the world, reminding you that tonight in Carabao Cup, Manchester City will be playing against Manchester United. Very serious incident at the Montfort University. News update. Very serious incident at the Montfort University. The Montfort University confirmed very serious incident on the campus. One person taken into custody. News updates. Very serious incident at Montfort University. Collision with Greek Coast Guard boat lever, 55 migrants dead. Spain announced to social media for under 16. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. News update and headlines. Abu Dhabi 160 billions endowment fund high border bets. News updates and headlines. Top news. BNP Paribas and Soco General I long-awaited break above book value. News update headlines. Snooker legend John Virgo aged 79. News update and headlines. Snooker legend John Virgo dies at Coast Guard boat leaves 15 migrants dead. News update and headlines. Snooker legend John Virgo dies aged 70. News updates and headlines. News updates and headlines.
That are scheduled around
Super
the Super
Bowl
Bowl or any other
LX.
Super Bowl related events. There are no known specific threats to the Super Bowl or any of our related events.
Super Bowl 60 between the Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots is set to take place Sunday at Levi's Stadium.
Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots to face off Sunday. Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots face off Sunday. News updates and headlines. News update and headlines. Members of the Gang of Eight on Tuesday reviewed a classified whistleblower complaint alleging wrongdoing by the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. News update. Sorry, the details of the allegation are not publicly known, but the content are highly classified. News update and headlines.
He has a little bit of AI tendencies about him. Like we said that he's like implanted and he's learning how to do them day by day. But I think he's just tremendously smart. We joke about having you need a Harvard education to play in this defense.
He demands greatness from us, and to have that as a player, you can't shy away from the work. So you got to put the ground in to be able to go every day.
Seattle Sounders praised their coach ahead of the crash of Sunday Super Bowl. Seattle Seahawks vs New England Patriots.
Coach, and all the players I spoke with said they just love playing for him.
And he's done a really good job of just leading this team and helping us get to where we are now. And guys respect him a lot. He cares so much about us, not just as players, but as human beings. And I really respect him a lot for that.
Just great play for Coach Braves. He's a reason why we're here today. Came in, talked about identity. Everybody believed in it. And I would say it paid off.
Patriots defensive coordinator Terrell Williams, meanwhile, is now back with the team after a 5-month battle with prostate cancer. Williams attended meetings this season, but he hasn't traveled with the team all season long. He was declared cancer-free during the playoffs, and he says the support he received made all the difference.
A battle with cancer and not have the support of our players, just people in general. I needed that. I don't think I would have been able to make it through mentally without the support of the players, the support of the coaches, without the support of people that I don't even know.
News update and headlines. Headlines. Lion Wolf to be sentenced today for attempted assassination of Trump in 2024 at Florida golf course. News update. A U.S. aircraft carrier shot down an Iranian drone that aggressively approached the ship in the Arabian Sea on Tuesday, hours before two gunboats operated by Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps approached the U.S. frigate tanker in the Strait of Hormuz and threatened to board, and says the ship, according to U.S. military spokesman. News update and headlines. Iran has tentatively agreed to resume nuclear talks with the U.S. News update and headlines. It tries to avert the threat of further military strikes in what would be first such negotiations since the Trump administration. Update. Bombed free of Iran's nuclear site last summer. The discussions are expected to be held in Oman as news update and headlines. Don't forget to check on those target products in this video. They are beautiful bags for women, beautiful smartphone, Samsung Galaxy smartphone, Google Pixel smartphone. They are bags for women. They are watches for women and men. So don't forget to check on those products. They are fridge, LG fridges. So John Virgos dies at the age of 79. So have a nice day. Thank you.